Hello, my name is Carolyn and I was born in Tuskegee, Alabama. A little bit about my childhood. I was adopted. I usually don't talk about that, but I'm feeling like I want to today. And my parents were part of the Tuskegee Airmen. That is why I grew up in Tuskegee. I had a really good childhood, pretty much had everything I wanted and needed. Family life, all of those things. Um, but when I was around, I'm gonna say 7 years old, I remember looking in the Sears and Roebuck catalog, and I remember thinking, geez, if only I were white, I could be in this magazine. And so I said to my babysitter, oh, I wish I was white. I have long hair and I'm tall like the other girls, but my skin is black, and so I'm never going to be in this magazine. And I think I cried about it. It was really important to me. But my babysitter, her name was Beverly Cunningham. I'll never forget her. This is the best lesson she ever taught me. She yelled at me and she said, don't you ever let me hear you say that again. You are beautiful just like you are. So I moved to Los Angeles with my brother's ex-wife, and who happens to be white, and she's an attorney. But she was like an older sister because I've known her since forever. So she was always on me about pronouncing words correctly and, speaking clearly and things like that. And so was my mother, because my mother was very educated, but Terry in particular was always on me. So I don't know, it just became a part of who I am. But that caused me problems, like with a lot of my black friends, because they always said to me, oh, you talk like you're white, or you're trying to be something else, or why do you talk so proper? And so it's really kind of crazy. And I've cried about that, my black friends not accepting me, and then cried about having that invisible wall with other people. And so I just decided to be myself. I did go to college. I started out at LACC and then ended up graduating from Cal State Northridge, and became an English teacher, which made me pronounce words and syllables more and to use the correct grammar and all that stuff. But I mean, culture is so crazy because now it's almost in style to not use correct grammar. And so I'm just caught up in all of that. I mean, I often think of W.E.B. Du Bois in the bifurcation of the Negro person. I think that's the name of the book. I'll have to get it and read it again. I think it was actually an essay, um, because you just have to do all kinds of things just to survive. Um, I don't know, when I'm at work, I talk a certain way. When I'm with my friends, I talk a different way. Sometimes it gets mixed up, which is not a good thing. But I also think of myself as bilingual. And even though it's different forms of English, it's almost being bilingual, and it's being able to survive into whatever circle that you walk into. And like I said, above all, just be me.